Oh. All right, everybody, take a seat. When you get a chance, take a seat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Are we happy there are no more COVID restrictions? No more COVID restrictions? We got a little round of applause for no COVID restrictions? Yeah, okay. You are awake. Let me make sure everybody's awake out there. All right. Welcome to Cryptodata's Decentralized Connectivity Redefined event. It is our hope today that we will motivate, inspire, and educate you to show you what we are currently doing in the present and what's possible in the future. So today we're going to have a series of various speakers who will talk about different technological fields, and they will present their innovative projects that will help you reimagine the connectivity between machines, technology, systems, and human interaction. So, with no further ado, let me bring up our first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. A warm round of applause, please, for Mr. Andrei Stänescu. All right, Bradley.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's amazing how many people have joined today to discuss about technology. First of all, thank you very much for the trust that you have in our company, and also for the trust that you have in our products, and of course, in our services. So, it's 2022. What else can technology actually bring to the table? My name is Andrei Stänescu, as Howard mentioned, and I am here to present how we envision tomorrow's technology. But before that, let me just quickly brief you on the history of the company. So it actually all began in 2013. We managed to become one of the largest mining data centers in Europe, which was spectacular, to be honest. We managed to implement some really innovative operational procedures so that we can offer blockchain solutions to people all around the world. And to be honest, everything scaled really, really quickly. And we thought, okay, blockchain is not equal to cryptocurrency. So honestly, it was quite intriguing. We noticed that we can start analyzing what actually blockchain is. And we went ahead and started learning about the methodology behind blockchain. There you go. We studied basically everything about blockchain in terms of how to scale it, how we can adapt it, all the possible use cases that you can use in real-life scenarios. So we basically learned by doing, which honestly I think it's the most important aspect whenever you want to learn a new concept, especially in a startup. So, of course, you know, there are many mature blockchains currently available on the market, let's say. But, you know, by studying them, we managed to see that all of them have issues. And by analyzing their issues, we were able to detect that, hey, maybe in this specific area, maybe we have an opportunity. So today, we develop a blockchain which is based on the studies and on the analysis that we've done in the past. And to be honest, this blockchain is meant to be perfected in a continuous way. It's meant to adapt basically to changing circumstances, because basically the world moves really fast. And basically this whole experience opened up a new perspective to many fields of interest, because, you know, blockchain has many characteristics. For example, it's decentralized, obviously, it's immutable, and also offers transparency. And basically by starting building technical solutions, we've managed to see the true potential of blockchain. Back in 2015, we began research and development to see some real use of blockchain, as I said before. And the first product that we actually delivered to the market was named, and is named, Voice over Blockchain Protocol. The main purpose of it is to design secure communication between peers in a network. And honestly, that was the moment in which we realized blockchain is amazing, and we can do amazing stuff together. But, you know, I'll go back to the cryptocurrency thing for just a tiny bit. I don't think blockchain can replace banks. Honestly, I think blockchain can enhance financial institutions for higher security and also maybe for lower costs. And so, what you can see here is the results of a small company funded by friends back, again, in 2013. And, you know, it was amazing because we managed to sell about 50,000 initial devices, which, again, it was amazing. And it helped us to basically rapid prototype and accelerate the whole research and development department, also from a hardware and also from a software perspective. And as you can see in the slide, we love technology. We love to apply technologies to many, many different areas of interest. At the moment, you can see that the portfolio of the company contains an encrypted laptop, smart devices, in this case smartphones, and also bank of energy. The next products and services that we want to offer to the market will be presented by my colleagues, just in a tiny bit. So you may ask, okay, these are the devices, there are many devices, but how are they connected? What's the main purpose behind it? So let's talk about the future. This is Xden. This is our integrated ecosystem for all of our smart devices. Talking about the Xden blockchain core, because, again, in essence, Xden is a blockchain, which means that it has all the characteristics of a blockchain. For example, it offers consensus, which means that the security and immutability of data is maintained. It also offers networking, which means that we basically ensure a secure connection between devices in the network. And last but not least, we offer the possibility to developers to build decentralized applications. Talking about Xden, let's go into more depth. So the first phase of developing Xden began in 2019, so quite a while ago. And honestly, the research and development process will continue because, as I said, Xden is meant to go through a continuous process development. So, of course, there are many challenges along the way, and we basically need to adapt the technologies to changing circumstances. We gain a lot of experience just by trial and error, testing a lot of stuff. We analyze mistakes, and as I said before, we saw opportunities in the market. And obviously, everyone has a tendency to make this association between blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Well, we don't, because Xden is a blockchain with two main utilities, which are real ones. It's not about cryptocurrency. So first of all, we have the internet network layer, which is basically used to integrate and also connect smart electronic devices. Then we have the second layer of the blockchain, which is named Smart Distributed Resources Layer, which, in essence, imagine that you have some hardware resources. For example, CPU, GPU, RAM, disk, and many others. What if you use these resources to put them in a common pool so that others can use them in a decentralized way? And of course, the main purpose of the whole blockchain and of the whole, let's say, layering system is basically to protect user identity, first of all. Also, to bypass censorship, which I think is important in 2022. And last but not least, in my opinion, it provides a free, private, and also unrestricted access to the internet. Let's go into more depth. So remember, I said this is a two-layer architecture. We basically have the internet network layer, which is the first one. So let's go a tiny bit into details. So imagine this. Each network user basically has a hotspot connection open, right? Using a secure router, which is embedded into the blockchain. Good. Then the next step would be, if the hotspot is open, then it is publicly available for all devices which are being validated by the blockchain. So long story short, basically anyone within the range of a public hotspot can connect to a private and encrypted and secure network just by being validated by the blockchain. And of course, this can bring a lot of user benefits. Again, That's my opinion, and this is the technical stuff that we've done in behind. So, of course, it ensures connectivity to the internet, first of all. Diminution of censorship, as I've mentioned before. The third step, in my opinion, would be increased security and also privacy, which is, let's say, a really important factor when we discuss about Cryptodata, our company. And last but not least, we want to ensure that there are less vulnerabilities in terms of cyber attacks. So we no longer have to worry about having compromised networks. So we've discussed about many smart devices. We've discussed about the blockchain. We've discussed about this really interesting interconnected network. So in my mind, this comes down to a main applicability, which can be a smart city, right? So many devices integrated, being able to communicate with each other, means that ideally we can build a smart city concept. We can build, let's say, a smart country. Maybe we can also build a smart world. Just imagine, like, having sensors and having traffic lights and many other devices, like the participants in the traffic reporting to the blockchain, and then the blockchain decentralizing this information. Remember, we've discussed about 2 layers. We've discussed about the first one, and now let's go to the second one, which again is the second utility of this really beautiful blockchain. So, as I said, Cryptodata made a blockchain which helps also users, but also organizations to solve their issues. I see it, for example, as a bidirectional help. I see that everyone wins. So basically, both people which put resources into a resource pool and also the people which benefit from the resource pool have an advantage. And I'll go into more depth right now. So we came to the conclusion that technology evolves really, really fast, as you may know. The requirements also of the devices have grown really fast. By the way, we change our phones once every couple of years, so it's a fact. So just think about it. Everyone at home has a box of all devices, first of all, and second of all, you all have in your pockets a device which you don't fully use in terms of resources. So instead of wasting these resources, both for the old devices and the current devices, why we don't, for example, use our hardware capabilities in a secure and decentralized way? Just think that you can use these resources to also have some benefits. It's like, let's say, a clear example, it's like pouring a glass of water in a pool, and at the end of the day, everyone can benefit from it, like swimming during summer. You can ask, okay, what's in for me? Why should I put into play my hardware resources? Because it's an important question, of course. Well, their owners will receive rewards in XID. XID is the native token of this specific blockchain. Great. So having a blockchain with so many capabilities in this context, it means that we can provide multiple opportunities for developers all around the globe, which I believe is beautiful. They will be able to build their own applications. They will be able to provide services, and why not products, that can use hardware resources in a common pool. Of course, people and organizations can benefit from using neural networks. Computing power, as I said, they can build decentralized application, and everything will be maintenance-free and low energy. And talking about the community, because I think this kind of blockchain and these kind of capabilities can help us to build a beautiful ecosystem, not in terms of technical aspects, but also in human aspects. So the Xden blockchain has been built to work with other blockchains as well, via bridges. And you know, my opinion is that there's no best blockchain. I think each blockchain has its advantages, and it's good at something very specific. And that's why I believe we should interconnect all blockchains so that we are able to give the most value to the end consumer. Of course, there has to be competition, but not to destroy your opponent, but rather to evolve with him and basically to push your boundaries. Of course, Xden has multiple capabilities. We can build DeFi solutions. We can deploy smart contracts. You can build decentralized application, you as a community member. And also, you can mint NFTs. So Xden will offer this beautiful opportunity to bring many people together with different kind of skills into this beautiful one ecosystem. So last but not least, quickly discussing also about XID. As I said, the Xden blockchain uses XID as a digital transferable asset. Long story short, the network users will receive XID whenever they have their resources online. So basically, of course, they have some rewards in the whole context. So how can you receive specific XID? I'll just be short. You can validate devices, you can validate data, and you can validate transactions. Also, you can get rewards from people using your resources that you have allowed the pool to use. And of course, last but not least, you can get rewards from building decentralized applications. So, as a conclusion, and in my opinion, Xden offers a really unique way to create amazing communities. I think we can learn from each other because we're all good at different things. And I think in this way we can succeed in developing amazing services and technologies. I would like to introduce now the next speaker of this afternoon. He has been the solution architect and project manager for one of the most important elements in the Xden ecosystem. Let me present to you Andrei Buiu, cybersecurity expert here at Cryptodata. Thank you so much.
Hello. Thank you, Andrei, very much for the introduction. My name is Andrei Buiu. I work as a cybersecurity specialist at Cryptodata. As Andrei previously mentioned, our company develops hardware and software solutions, and all of them are currently integrated into the Xden ecosystem. Well, today I'm here, and I'm pleased to introduce a new device, one that plays a vital role in the Xden blockchain, and it will offer our users several benefits, including protection against cyber threats. I present to you the Minter router. The Minter router is a dual utility device falling under the smart distributed resource layer that Andrei was talking about earlier, and also is having eco-friendly features. The primary function, of course, is that of a router. As you can imagine, it fulfills the basic need of connecting people to the internet. It satisfies this main function, this main function, in a quick and easy way. But to be honest, I'm here to talk about the security features of the router. That's the bit that I think we added value. We decided to empower the user, a normal user, without previous IT knowledge or IT experience, to protect the identity of all connected devices through this router, to have encrypted communication channels, and also to add the possibility to bypass censorship. Of course, the whole idea was to do this in a friendly user manner. But nevertheless, of course, it wasn't an easy task, and securing the communication channels and protecting identities, it's a complex mechanism. As you can see on the slide, we integrated multiple architectures, Tor, VPN, and the matrix ID with the VOBP encryption protocol. I'm going to talk a bit about the technical sides. So the Spectralis network. When you connect a device to the router, any device, let's say a Hydra mobile phone or a BASP laptop, it is validated automatically by the other members of the network. After the validation, the device ID is converted into a matrix ID, which is a blockchain-generated identity. The communication between the devices now, it's encrypted through our Xden blockchain. The most significant advantage is that the user can now go through spectral channels and access blocked geolocations. You cannot choose a specific device because this will hinder the security of the network, but of course, you can choose the location that you want to exit. So I'll give you a practical example that makes it more easy to understand. Let's say that an entity, a country, an organization blocks a website. Let's imagine google.com just for the sake of it. With our device, all the devices connected to it will be available to access Google and see it because they will look from a different geolocation. They will look like they're from a different location that they actually are. And as I said, this is quite easy to do with just a few clicks of a button. We decided to add an extra layer of protection by inserting an ad block module. Again, the ad block modules can block any ads that you currently see on the internet, including YouTube and including all pop-ups. Previously, I mentioned that the Minter router, it's a dual utility device. It also represents a validation method as a guardian node in our Xden blockchain. So what does that mean? As you probably know, in every blockchain, there's a consensus mechanism, a set of functional rules for the system. Implementing these rules in a decentralized way through this integrated device. So the Minter router, in this case, has the role of validating the other devices in the system. Validation is confirmed when 66% of the devices are given a green light. However, it's also a smart device. So that means that all the computing power and the storage resources available in this router, they can be shared to the smart distributed resource layer. So you may ask yourself, okay, but it's just one router. Yes, but as a standalone device, maybe it does not bring much input. But if we imagine an entire network of devices, then we'll have sufficient resources. As Andrei previously mentioned, as an entity in the blockchain, the device is going to be rewarded for its work, meaning that you'll get XID tokens based on the number of validations, based on the number of other devices you have in the pool, and the amount of time you allocate as a resource in the network. This is just one component of the Xden ecosystem. It's one of the essential devices in the blockchain, and it fulfills our users' need for daily connectivity and security. In my opinion, system interoperability is the key to success for long-term development. Thank you guys very much.
All right. Very nice, very nice. All right, keeping the show moving along. I always enjoy this next intro because I never know what to say. There is so much to it, you know, I got to make notes. So let me tell you a little bit about this gentleman. A brilliant, accomplished business leader with immeasurable experience in international business development and encrypted telecommunications. He had the vision and knowledge to guide the team at Cryptodata through a process of constant growth. Under his leadership, Cryptodata has achieved numerous milestones in the field of cybersecurity, hardware development, and telecommunications through constant innovation and by integrating the principles of security, scalability, interoperability across all of its projects. If you can follow that, you're better than me. But ladies and gentlemen, at this particular time, let me introduce to you the CEO of Cryptodata, the one, the only, the incomparable, Mr. Ovidiu Toma. Yeah, baby, come on. The man with the plan, ladies and gentlemen, the man with the plan. Are we waiting for that music to pick up so I can get a little... Give it a moment, here it comes, and... Woo! That's my brother.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, dear community, guests, business partners, supporting partners, team, engineers, development, businessmen, friends. I'm very excited to see such an amazing community here, such an amazing event. The DCR event 2022, it's all about technology. It's about Xden. It's about the devices to be integrated within the Xden ecosystem. Actually, it's been a long journey over the past 4 years. It's been a long journey engaging an amazing number of engineers, developers, automotive engineers, electronics, microelectronics, engineering components. It's been an amazing journey with ups and downs, but here we have it, the most awaited moment of our event today. There's no words to describe the feeling we have, there's no words to describe the amazing project we achieved, so I would kindly ask my colleagues to play a video.
I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, push until I fall, I'm slipping to get back up. Always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep, big bruises scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head and my heart. I've been chewed up, spit out, torn apart. But picking up all the pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, how do you like it? Momentum, our baby, our toy, our project for the past 4 years. Research, development, up to a fully functional electrical vehicle of the 21st century. Actually, it all started as a concept, as a drawing, as a sketch back 4 years ago. From a sketch, we started modeling a 3D model. At first, it was the idea of incorporating all the amazing technologies we developed here at Cryptodata into one amazing electrical vehicle. a concept, a supercar. Starting from a sketch to a 3D model, to engaging engineers from various fields of activity, such as automotive, cybersecurity, microelectronics, mechanics, electromechanics. The vehicle was not built as a product for sale. We're not selling electrical vehicles at Cryptodata. Actually, instead, the electric concept was built to promote, to present, to introduce, to test, to patent the innovative technologies we develop here at Cryptodata, the revolutionary technologies we develop here at Cryptodata that can be integrated into an electrical vehicle, into the automotive industry. Of course, each technology, each bit and piece is modular. Actually, we developed the project into a modular shape so we can apply our technology not only on our concept, but in the entire automotive industry. Xden is a blockchain that integrates all these types of devices and helps them to intercommunicate in an automatic, autonomous, decentralized way. Momentum is a car with a highly complex system that supports all the Xden functions, the integrated functions, the two layers previously mentioned by my colleague Andrei. The computer system transforms the vehicle into a smart device that can connect the vehicle, the car, to the Xden network as well. Once integrated, the device can communicate and interconnect with other smart devices. Another important aspect of the Momentum concept car is the implementation of smart battery sharing concept. Actually, 3 years ago, we started working on the smart battery sharing concept. With shy steps, at the very beginning, we achieved what we call today the Bank of Energy project, which is a fully functional, real scale, for the moment running in Romania with over 800 distribution points, a concept of introducing the users to the idea of smart power bank, smart battery sharing. Of course, the Bank of Energy is a dedicated project for handheld devices, for smart devices, but the concept, the idea, the technology behind it can be implemented as well in the automotive industry. That's all about our project. That's what Momentum is about, actually. Currently, the world is facing one of maybe the biggest challenges of the automotive industry, which is the range and the charging time, actually. This way, Bank of Energy comes to fight this barrier of mass implementing the EVs in a real life, to shorten the charging time. Actually, not exactly to shorten, but to decrease dramatically the charging time by actually adding a power booster to your EV while going for a longer trip, so you cannot afford spending 12 hours in a charging station. From Cryptodata's perspective, nowadays, EVs are smart devices that are not only used at their total capacity. As a primary function, cars, vehicles, give all the mobility and increase our ability to make our means. But for Cryptodata, a car represents a golden fountain in terms of data collection as well. I'm not talking about the user profile. I'm talking about the type of data collection. I'm talking about the data in sense of processing and integrating the data in a complex mechanism, such as smart city, for example. Momentum meets new technological concepts as well. The electric car is modularly developed. That is the most important feature. Each part can be integrated, each sub-project, each concept, each patent can be integrated into various other autonomous electric vehicles for transportation, for logistics, for private transportation, such as private transportation devices, electric devices. Actually, we built Momentum to demonstrate our company's capabilities and to open up new opportunities for technology developers in various fields of activity. The creativity of a diverse community is the way to evolve. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to talk more about our project. I could talk a few hours about our project, but actually invite on a stage the COO of Cryptodata, the head of engineering at Cryptodata. I invite on a stage engineer Madalin Nagu to tell us more about the technical capabilities of our momentum. Thank you very much.